Hey, what's good, y'all? Back at it again with another one. Um, it never fails. It never fails. Um, oh yeah, realizing that you become your biggest enemy. So this whole self-esteem, self-worth, self-love is crucial when you're on your entrepreneurial journey. And when I say that, identity, identity. And this is what I've been struggling with the most since I've decided to take this leap, right? And I legit thought about it. Like the ideas I've had have been the same ideas, right? I'm just seeing them on different levels, right? But you really do become fearful of your success. And when I say that, like I'm looking at this idea and I'm like, damn, like this shit is huge, this shit pressure, right? One. And it always has been like the idea hasn't changed. Like it's literally been the same idea. I can fully pull it in if that makes sense, right? But then you deal with all this self doubt that comes out of nowhere. You start doubting your abilities. You start doubting how things are gonna be. And then another thing is, like I said, I've been telling y'all for a minute now. Like life don't stop, but you really gotta sit and ground yourself in the moment and realize what it is that you have in front of you. I'm one to, like I said, I'll accomplish a goal, right? But I'll keep working. I'll keep my head down until I accomplish the next goal. I don't even acknowledge and celebrate for real. And I want to talk to some of my entrepreneurs too. And I'm curious, do like 208, do y'all like, how do y'all celebrate y'all wins? Because like that has been the hardest thing for me. It's like I keep going and I keep going, and it's like I don't acknowledge what I've already accomplished, right? And I'm sitting here and it's just like, bro, like I got hella posters and hella sticky notes on things that I wanted to do, right? And I've accomplished everything that I set my mind to do. Even though right now in the moment it don't feel like it, bro, I'm living in my answered prayer, right? And it's like, damn, like you gotta sit back and sit in the moment and really like congratulate yourself on this for real. And I'm just thinking about it, like I was going over uh I guess you can call it like a media plan because I'm trying to figure out marketing as we speak. That I still struggle with marketing too. So, bro, if you're expert in marketing, please hit me up. I need help with that. For sure. I got to figure out how I want to take, because I have an identity, I have a brand. Now it's just a matter of combining the two and putting it out there in the best way to put it out there and the type of content that needs to be filmed around it, if that makes sense. Because it's like I got the content, I got the ideas. Now, how do I structure it into a system that actually works for me? How do I get people from, okay, you're liking the pages, you're feeling what I'm saying, but then connecting them to my community or connecting them to, yeah, my community, my systems, my that funnel. So I get them from YouTube, I get them from social media, Instagram, TikTok. Get them to my YouTube. Once they're to my YouTube, how do I get them to my website? How do I get them to see the products that I have to offer, right? Creating that connection. There we go. Um, how do we go from attention to connection? But as I'm sitting here, the whole idea that popped up in my head was you really are your worst enemy, bro. And when I say that, well, those that know, you know. But like, bro, the limiting, but like, you really gotta bet on yourself in this bitch, bro. And I guess maybe I'm fearful, and maybe I was fearful because I took some risks that cost me big time, bro. Like we ain't talking no little kid shit. Like they, some of the risks that I took, bro, had me on my fucking ass, bro. Like, and y'all can see that. But it's like I needed to take those risks so that way I know what it is I'm looking for. I know what it is not to do, and I'm educated, so I'm not starting at ground zero, bro. And it's like I got an arsenal of resources now. So it's like, yo, like I'm seeing my idea come to life in real time. And I knew it was gonna take me some time. I mean, in my head, I wasn't thinking years, but I realized it took me some time to develop this idea. Like at first, like I said, I just hopped in front of a camera because I was told to, and now it's become this community, and it's like, damn, like I brought this shit to life, for real. And looking at that is like such an inspiring thing, but at the same time, it's just like I really been sleeping on myself, fool. Like, and not even to be on no cocky shit, but like you really do. You you shrink yourself to fit into certain rooms because you feel like you don't know enough. I was always told whenever you step into a new environment, keep your mouth closed because you don't know shit. And I was just like, damn. So in a sense, I felt like I had to dumb myself down in order to fit into a certain environment. But at the same time, I'm like, damn, I really am the connect. I really am that nigga. I can be of value. Yes, sit back, observe, listen. Right? Don't go in there talking, out your ass, acting like you know everything. 'Cause you don't. You don't. You're in a whole new environment. But also, as you're talking to people, listen to what it is they're saying. God gave you two ears and one mouth for a reason, bro. Listen to what it is they're saying and figure out how you can be of an asset so you guys can barter information. Because what you know might be beneficial to somebody else, and the information you're seeking, they might know and leave you with some more information, bro. That's why I love networking events, and that's why I love going out and talking to people. Because you never know what anybody knows. You never know anybody's intellectual property until you really get to sit down and talk to them. So, in saying that, yeah, I'm excited. This shit about to take off. There's still gonna be a lot of bumps and bruises, but being that I initially had this idea 2, 3 years ago, and now that I'm really seeing this shit come to fruition, I have the ideas, now I'm now in position to play the game that I've been wanting to play. Before I wasn't in the position. Granted, just like Nipsey said, it's for preparation meets opportunity, right? There's no such thing as the perfect timing. You gotta jump, you gotta leap, you gotta take those risks when they present themselves to you. Some people are mentally poor. They're passing up on opportunities. Yeah, they're passing up on opportunities repeatedly. Sometimes it don't look like what you think. God does things in mysterious ways, right? You never know who can lead you to your next opportunity. You never know who could push you to your higher timeline. I am so grateful because I have been attracting people who know more than I do, who have mastered their system and they've taken risk and they know what works and what doesn't work, right? But then realizing that I don't have to shrink myself. I'm among the greats. I don't have to shrink myself. Show us what you can become. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like I really do feel like I was my own worst enemy, bro. Like I forgot who I was. I'm always giving compliments, being like, "Hey, yo, you the one, you the goat, you whomever, right?" But then I forgot I was the fucking goat. I forgot that I got myself out of poverty. I forgot that you know what I'm saying, nigga don't witness the worst, and I'm coming back full tilt, bro. Like every time I fell down, I bounced back stronger, fool. Like I'm the fucking goat. Like, I'm sorry, but I gotta blow my own horn. And fuck you mean, like, and I shouldn't even apologize for that because I don't understand, bro. For so long, having to shrink yourself, for so long, trying to figure shit out because people will humble you. They will make you feel some kind of way if you really out here trying to get some shit done. Unfortunately, that was my family whole tea. They was like, and now don't get me wrong, cause nah, I really don't have friends for real. Um, I mean, I know of people, but you either close enough to be family or like I'm really not rocking with you for real. Like how I view friends, like you can't call everybody your friend, right? I got people who look out for me, but I consider them family, like my sisters. There's a reason I call them my sisters, bro. Like I don't know. I don't use the term friend lightly, and if you close enough to me, you family. So, but yeah, like it was family that was just like, bro, like you really taking another risk. You really going for this again. Like you ain't learn your lesson last time. And that's like, I learned lessons, but it's like, if you don't know, if you stuck to the whole 9 to 5 game your whole life and you don't know no better, how can you tell me what to do? It's like we're stuck in this perpetual cycle. And I refuse, bro. I got dreams of dancing with baddies on yachts, bro. I ain't got time for none of that, bro. Like, granted, like I said, for the longest time, for me it was taking care of my family. But it's like, my family cool. I need to take care of myself. I need to get myself back into that mindset of, yo, we got dreams to chase, bro. I put everything on the back burner when I came back home. And it's like, I'm over here scrolling through all my content, all my material. And I'm like, first of all, I'm a goat when it comes to marketing. Like, I've everything when it came to promoting shit. Yo, I'm a god with Canva, bro. I'm telling you. So it's like learning how to market my service, graphic design. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, not saying I'm feeling myself, but it's like that, the clothing, actually creating digital products and actually selling this shit. Yes, it took me a minute to get my first couple sales. When it came to the clothing brand, after I launched, see, clothing for me was a lot easier, but it also came like, I was passionately making clothes. I didn't give a fuck. I was cutting and peeling vinyl at work. I get home from work, turn on the heat press, get the press, and everything that I peeled at work, I was pressing every day. Before I got up and went to work, I created a couple shirts, or at least get the design printed out. So when I was done, while I'm at work, shit peeled, do what I gotta do. Got home, like, I was in that shit differently, bro, and it showed because the clientele came like that, right? I was hesitant with my hair business because, bro, to touch somebody's crown is to have access to them spiritually. If you guys know, you know. Hairstylists have a different kind of, I'm not gonna say it's a power, but first of all, to do somebody's hair, you gotta understand what power that comes with anyway. You know what I'm saying? You're absorbing a lot of energy, you're releasing a lot of energy. You gotta be careful doing other people's hair. I don't touch everybody's hair. So for me, starting that business was daunting, but Spirit was like, I gave you the talent to use your hands, use your hands. Nah, Spirit, I don't like this. I mean, I like it, but I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. Well, you're gonna have to figure it out. I'm sending you clientele. And then that's the one thing. Doing locks, you never know what you gonna get. You never know what you gonna get. And I'm grateful because I've learned the process of lock maintenance. Bro, that shit hurts. The day after I got done uh, locksmithing somebody's locks, bro, my whole hand, all of this was sore, bro. I couldn't feel none of this. Thumb was beating red. So I gotta figure out how to, if I got just gotta get like a thumb cover for that. But understanding that I'm growing as I'm elevating in this business, right? What other business I got? The music shit. Realizing, like, I got a couple artists that still come to me for support. I'm not actually their manager. I'm none of that shit, right? But I'm going on this music journey with them, and I'm helping them to find the stages to jump on. I'm helping them to different types of marketing, right? What's needed, all these AR pitches and all that, right? Yeah, nah, I don't know. I'm still up behind the ears with the music shit. All I know is I got a keen ear for music, and I know people that I can put you in front of for you to get heard. Hella open mics a week, performance slots where you actually get paid. And like I said, pitching to these record companies. Even though right now is a great time for indie artists, but you gotta learn the business. You gotta learn the business, right? And I'm grateful I'm around people who are teaching the business, who have been in this shit for years and have been successful. They've seen, um, quote unquote, I'm not gonna say the accolades, but you know, they've been in rooms with people and have found opportunities. But being an artist is not easy, bro. It's not. But I'm grateful that I have connections and I can help people, right? And I can be on this journey with them. But that's a hard business. No matter what business you get into, it's a hard business, bro. Like, you gotta put the work in no matter what it is you do. You gotta pick your struggle, right? But it's like, once again, like, God giving me all these blessings, and it's just like, all right, which one you gonna take? and which one you gonna run up with? And it's like I want to run up all of them. All right, lock in. For me, clothing was the easiest. I just, first of all, I dropped too many items at one time, and I didn't create a community around my clothes. I just dropped them. Now I'm grateful I had a community around me that supported. You know what I'm saying? My sister showed out, my soror showed out, the D9 showed out. Like, yeah, they caught from my shit. Local folks, they caught from my shit. And even, it was funny, one of my brother's friends, you know, before I came back to Maryland, you know, I was selling shirts. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I went, hey, I got my card. Hey, you want a shirt? What size you wear? You know, I got clothes in the trunk. Like, I brought my shit with me everywhere. Like, I'm a walking hustler. That's how I am, bro. So he was like, hey, bro, you still making shirts? And I was like, oh, man. I was like, yeah, let me just get back on my feet, and I got you. I'm going to start a pre-order soon. And I'm just like, damn, that's all I need is a fucking pre-order. If I get enough people to cop the shirt, then we dropping. We dropping. And it ain't nothing. Now that I know these vendors and how they work, bro, I slick don't even need to be. I could just ship this shit. I could cut out the middleman all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Like, where that shit is truly passive. So it's like I'm learning each of the businesses, and I'm still learning. Like I said, I want to get into real estate, and I want to buy up land so that way I can acquire it, bro. I bought another digital asset last night on how to buy land here in the U.S. and how to buy land internationally. Yes, I'm not playing no games. I am investing to myself on 2026, bro. I might think I'm crazy, bro, but I'm gonna pour back into me. I'm gonna figure out how to run these businesses the best way I know how, and I'm open for help. I'm open to hear, and that's why I'm launching a podcast, because it's not just for me, but it's for the community. I'm bringing people on that actually run these businesses, have been successful in these businesses, and are making 5 and 6 figures from these businesses, bro. Like, I really am the one, and I'm just grateful for God. At first, it was overwhelming. It was, because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It's like, I'm catching blessings like Randy Moss. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Shit, I don't even know if y'all 2000s kids even know what the fuck Randy Moss is, bro. I hope y'all do. Yo, Randy Moss and Santana Moss, bro, you couldn't tell them niggas nothing. They were some of the best football players still to this day, bro. I think they both been, I hope they have been. But the Hall of Fame, some of the best football players alive, bro. But yeah, Randy Moss was that nigga, bro. Couldn't, that's mine. Whoosh. but yeah, man. Stop limiting yourself. Stop shrinking yourself. Let your light shine. Whatever it is you are good at, bro, run that shit up. I mean, do your research. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you can talk, you know, talk your hype. But realize, like, you ain't gotta dumb down no more, fool. You don't. Run this shit up, bro. Take off. Take off. Fuck what anybody gotta say. Know that you that nigga. Continue to develop your skills. Continue to invest into yourself. Like I said, I already told myself no matter what business it is that I decide to go full tilt in, I'm going to have to invest. Music, I'm going to have to invest into learning, invest into these different products, invest into these systems and communities in order to help my artists. As a loctician, okay, investing into my craft, learning other techniques, and dealing with the physical pain that has to do with providing a service, okay, investing into, like, I want to invest into a shop. That's my next biggest thing, is creating a shop, right? Boom, what that's going to take, you know, okay, am I leasing, am I putting it in my spot, like, what am I doing, right? It don't take nothing for me to just pull up with a chair and a tray. That's what I'm doing now, bro. Like I said, the hustle never stopped. It just showed up differently. It just showed up differently. And like I said, I was my own worst enemy, bro. Like, I kept shrinking myself to fit in certain environments, knowing that I was destined for greater. 1922, as I say that, greater progress, greater service, greater progress. Shout out to all my sorors. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's time to level up. It's time to level, and I've been leveled up. But it's like, now it's okay. I'm in a spot where it's like everybody's shining now. It's time for you to shine. The light's on you now. What you gonna do? Right? My words and my wisdom. I'm trying to build up a kingdom. It don't matter the season. Give them a reason. Show them and teach them how to do it. Make them prove it till they know how to do it. Then give them the guidance until they master it like giants. Do it all again. Create a system that does it for them. Leadership is evolution. You gotta be willing to get the instruction. Let the song be your inspiration. Then my story be your motivation. Nigga, go and get it. Go and get it. Cut, rent, do again. Had to run it up. Had to run it up. I need me some food. Had to run it up. I'm playing. I got tongue tied. But yeah, it's time to run it up. Time to run it up. But also, let me also add this. It took me having to get grounded. I'm not gonna lie, this has been the most chaotic week, chaotic month. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'm not gonna lie. It's since my birthday, it has been a lot. Um, it's just been one thing after another, right? But I realized I'm like, I look at my situation right now, and I need to be grateful because I realize that life isn't happening to me; it's happening for me. Right? If you understand, you understand. And I might not understand why things are happening right now in this moment. I might not understand why I feel the way I do, but I know it's for a reason and somebody else needs to hear this, bro. Like I keep saying, and I need to be more obedient because it's like sometimes I have these downloads and I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever. And then they keep playing in my head, they keep playing in my head, they keep playing in my head, and it's like, all right, bet, let me write this shit down, let me hop in front of a camera, right? Because if not, it's gonna plague my head all day. But I had to get grounded. I had to sit and meditate. I had to sit outside for a second and just kind of think, like, bro, what do I want to do? Like, what is it that I'm doing, and how can I run this up, right? I was so concerned about getting another job because in my last season, it was like I needed that 9 to 5 to stay stable, right? I needed my bills paid. But then it got to the point where the 9 to 5 was killing me, literally. And I had to figure something else out. God was like, look, you need rest. There's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5. I get it. You need the money. You want the money, whatever. You want to work. I get that. But don't let that be the only thing that you were doing. I need you to still come home and still live in your purpose. I need you to still do what it is I'm asking you to do. And I lost sight of that. When I was working, bro, I was like 110% in the job, and I lost myself. Like, I started taking on bad habits. Like, before I even started working there, I had my health to... My health was halfway decent. And it was actually pretty good. Like, when it came to my diet, like, people in the office would be like, damn, what you eating? Damn, that sound good. Like that's dope. You being healthy and shit. Most of us be ordering fast food. And I didn't eat fast food for a minute. But then realizing how tired the environment was making me, like I low key became more um, susceptible to other energies in the office, right? When you're around things, you become a product of that thing, right? So it was like I started eating more processed foods, and then I started eating, and I was like, bro, I just realized my energy was just tanking, bro. And then sitting up there feeling, pain. There's too much going on energetically. The store already was heavy. It was just a lot going on, and like it literally damn near took me out. I had pneumonia, bro. Like that ain't no. You don't catch that shit overnight, cause you don't. And I was the type of nigga I don't let shit bother me. Like health wise, okay. I know I either have to eat better, go work out, or do some yoga, or move my body, or cleanse my body, and I'll get rid of pain. Pain only shows up for those couple of reasons. Either something is wrong, but if you're in dis-ease in your body, there is dis-ease somewhere going on. So it either has to do with your diet, um, you might physically have something wrong, so you might have to go get checked out. You might have a broken bone or a torn muscle or something, right? It could be spiritually, meaning you have to cleanse, or it could be well, I guess those go hand in hand. Cleansing, for me, I know pain shows up in my body. It's one of those things, right? So knowing how to heal yourself, knowing the proper precautions to take. And it's like I learned all of that in that season. You know what I'm saying? But I was also fucking exhausted. And I didn't have time to do God's work. I mean, granted, I was still doing it, but I wasn't doing it to the ability that it needed to be done. Right? So now when I'm in times of rest, it's like God is really telling me to ground, and that's when I receive my downloads. That's when I receive the next steps. I kept saying, "What now? What now? What do I do next?" And He just gave me a full blueprint. So, taking the acquired steps, we know what the next leap is. So we just gotta put ourselves in position. We know how much we need to save. We know how much we need to stack. We know what our next logical jump is. Make the jump. It's reasonable. All right, you can always get a job anywhere. It's gonna take 2 weeks, so that's why you need to stack and do what you need to do. And this is becoming so much bigger and greater than what I could have ever imagined, for real. So yeah, we running this shit up, man. So to those that feel like you're stuck, you're not stuck. You just need to sit down and ground and write down what it is you're actually good at. Right? Write down what it is that you're actually my back. Write down what it is you're actually good at. Write down what it is you've actually started, the businesses that you've started. Because many creatives, we start businesses, don't realize they businesses, and it's like, oh shit, well I sold this, I sold that. I could sell salt to a snail, nigga. Hey yo, I'm sorry y'all, the stems are real. But yeah, I done sold everything up under the sun. We just gotta figure out, the clothing was the easiest for me because there was more passion behind it. The art, we're gonna get into selling art. That means I gotta make some more art. But yeah, I've always been a beast with the clippers. I could do a fade in the dark, man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I think I will start offering enhancements, but I just feel like the enhancements, they look good for those first 2 days, but if you hop in the shower, bro, like if those fibers ain't, for me, it's just a bad look. I'd rather give somebody a clean, natural cut. But I get it. The enhancements they sharpen up your face. That shit fire. But for the longest time, I never offered it as a service because it's just like I felt like, I'm not gonna say it's an overrated service, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. But for barbers that are starting off and they feel like they mess up sometimes, and granted, I'm gonna fuck up on my head first before I fuck up on any clients. You know what I'm saying? All my fades have been pretty clean. All my lineups have been pretty clean. So I haven't had to offer enhancements, right? And but I don't know. I think that's a skill that I'm going to start getting into and learning about. It does. It gives an overall cleaner cut, but it's not necessarily needed in every cut. You know what I'm saying? Because for some people, it just looks too dark on their face. Like you can tell. You know what I mean? Whereas like you got a crisp, clean cut every time. It's like, oh, can't nobody tell you shit, nigga. You know what I mean? So yeah. Stop shrinking yourself. Stop shrinking yourself. Be your authentic self. You know, flex on niggas when you want to flex on niggas. You know what I'm saying? You protect yourself, but protect yourself. But yeah, man, like if you really feel like you heard, if you really feel like you them, you him, run that shit up. Run it up. Show people you know who you are, bro. And nah, it ain't even on no cocky shit, bro. Like you love yourself, so you showing the world that you love yourself and you coming out raw and authentic. You already know where the game go. Yeah. I remember I first started, I used to be like, yeah, this is raw, this is uncut. But really, it's just me being my authentic self, bro. Like I said, most people don't see this side of me. Usually, if you play sports with me, maybe. Because you got that Mamba mentality. When it was time to lock in, bro, it was time to lock in, bro. Give me the ball, I'm going to score. I'm telling you. I will make a play. Shit, whoever's open, bro, dish it out. If I ain't got it, throwing that shit to the corner, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, God is giving me the ball, and He's like, go ball, go do what you know best. So you can't be afraid when the spotlight's put on you. You was born to shine. You are what you say you are, a superstar. They have no fear. The crowd is here, and the mics are on, and they wanna know. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah. So ball out, ball out, ball out, ball out. This is for somebody. If y'all interested in starting your journey or need help for doing your journey, schedule a 30-minute call and you figure out where you at, where you want to go, and how to get you there the quickest way possible. Um, like I said, I'm gonna start launching this joint. Give me about another week or so to really start getting film and shit up. Cause I really wanna. It's gonna be some. It's gonna be a little choppy at the beginning, just like how everything is. But I'm excited to get started, bro, for real. And we gonna publish this joint. We gonna tie it up real pretty. It's gonna take time, but we gonna get there. We gonna get there. So podcast coming soon. The Elevation Podcast. Rebranding all that shit, bro. We're still talking about the same shit, bro. Financial literacy, uh, healing and shadow work, wellness and well-being, bro. How are you? How are you taking care of yourself? Like, how are you feeling mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually? What's going on with you? Right? It's bigger than just what our dreams are. Where are we now in all of those fields, bro? Music, culture, art, opportunities, bro. Putting y'all on a new game, new career paths, things that y'all didn't even know existed, man. Tap in, tap in. I got the Healing Bundle on sale right now. Cop that below. It's got all three of my shadow work journeys, all three of my shadow work journals, Lord, that come with the audio series, so you can hear my take on the first 10 journals of each, or the first 10 prompts in each journal. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, follow me on all my social medias. My Instagram is AZAYE_Z_. Or you could type in Z to connect. I should pop up. Um, and on my TikTok, it's Z everything low key. So ZETLK. Alright. TikTok Z.ETLK. Support right up. Follow my journey, how I've been getting through this shit. And yeah, man, I'm just trying to make the world a better place. I've been blessed to obtain I wouldn't say the the Infinity Stones, but I feel like Thanos in this bitch. Hey, bro, that ass, man, that ass. I realized what I've overcome and what I've gained from it, man. Like, it's crazy because every time I tell somebody what it is I've overcome, they're like, damn, like, you look amazing. How did you bounce back? And it's like, God, bro, like, that's the best way to put it. That honestly is the best way to put it. God, like, yeah, he let me get roughed up a little bit. He let me scrape my knees up a little bit, but he never left me. He never left me. So, like I said, me and my relationship with God is different. I'm not a typical Christian. I'm not even religious for real. Me and God, we locked in differently. Understanding spirituality and who you deem as your source take you a long way. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. The Bible is just another tool to use. And he's given us a plethora of tools to understand what it is he's trying to convey to us. You'll be surprised how God speaks through any and everything. So open your mind when it comes to that. And if I offended you, well, then you don't need to be here. Keep scrolling. So yeah, don't dim your light. Whatever it is you good at, whatever it is that you call to your heart to do that shit, nigga. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let anybody's opinion interfere. Yes, it is. It's easier said than done, cause subconsciously those voices do creep in, and those voices they scream louder than anybody else in the room. Nah, you can't do it. You ain't got it yet. But look back at what you've accomplished. You've already done it, love. Run it up. Run it up, run it up, run it up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. Signs are everywhere. It's up to you to decipher them. But yeah, don't dim your light. Don't allow other people's opinions project onto you. Like I said, it is easier said than done. Learn how to quiet your mind. Learn how to meditate. Learn how to get quiet. Now, for me, well, I'm gonna be truthful. For me, it takes it takes a little 420 for me to completely quiet my mind. Now, I'm in the process of learning how to self-soothe, but because my mind is always, like I said, I'm neurospicy, right? My mind is 1,000 thoughts a second. I look at the world differently. My perception of things is a little skewed than the average person. Like, I can see shit and interpret it like 50 different ways. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mind has always been. And it can be frustrating for us that they call it ADHD, ADD, whatever you want to call it, autism. Just know that you're neurospicy. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't judge nobody, right? We all look at the world differently. We all have a different perspective of what we're seeing and how we're seeing it, right? Some of us are able to articulate what it is that we're seeing, we're feeling, we're embodying. Some of us are not able to do that. Some of us have different ways of articulating. I was watching a video the other day with T.I., and he was just like, well, somebody was asking him how is he able to perform the way he does? How is he able to articulate himself the way he is? And he was like, yo, I'm an orator. Oh, ha, 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 excuse me. Excuse me, y'all almost got me. But he was like, an orator. And sometimes he tends to speak using these higher levels of vocabulary. But T.I. has always been that man. If you listen to his music, and he does. He talks about a lot of different things and being able to articulate yourself in this time and space. And I read a book, Crucial Conversations was a really good book too. Because I have a hard time articulating what it is in here and putting it out, right? And sometimes it comes out, like I said, I am I'm product of my environment. So yeah, my accent comes out a little bit, where I come from come out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like I am a little rough around the edges. I am. Especially when I'm in my true and authentic. Yeah, when I hop into mommy mode or when I hop into nurturing, that's one thing. But my natural tone can be a little you know what I'm saying? So take that as you may. Don't let nobody do you. Show up in the camera how you show up. Don't let anybody try to judge you. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can judge you is you and God. You know what I'm saying? And even God just be looking back at you like, this is my child. This is I gotta claim him. This is mine. And then that's when he goes and grabs your ass real quick, and he's like, "Hey, yo, what you got going on, fool?" And you gotta lock in, man. He's never gonna let you fall. You know, he's gonna look at you when you make some. My biggest thing was being obedient. That was my biggest thing. I felt like Jonah in the whale, bro. He told Jonah to take his ass to what was the name of the city? I was just watching it too. Nineveh. Told him to go to Nineveh. Jonah was like, I'm not going to Nineveh. You got me fucked up. And that is like how I felt, bro. I was like, man, like God, you asking a lot right now. Like and I had to realize, like, these experiences are not for you, bro. Like, this wisdom is not for you. It's for the collective that you are saving. And it's just like, fuck, this shit is bigger than me, bro. And yeah, man, I don't even know when the fuck I started this journey. I want to say it started back before I graduated college, but I feel like it was even further back than that. I feel like God was preparing me the whole time. But yeah, staying obedient. Every time I tried to get away from the camera, every time I was like, nah, the social media shit ain't working. All right, I go through some shit, experience a tired moment. All right, back to social media. Start posting again. Woo. Life's getting a little better. Woo. Another tired moment. Damn, what did I do this time? You're not putting in the effort that I asked you. You focused on A, B, and C. You're not concerned about what the assignment is. Get back to the assignment. All right. Wander off a little bit more. Didn't I say get back to the assignment? And then the ultimate tire moment, you know what I'm saying? My mom passing. But it was like, I don't know, I felt like I was being prepared for that. And you never know how it's going to happen, right? And yeah, the ones that choose, I just realized that that looks like a compass. The ones that choose, well, actually, you don't choose shit. You, well, you do. Spiritually, before you come down, before you're embodied in, or reincarnated or whatever, or incarnated, um, technically there's you sign off on a contract, right? This is the lessons that you want to learn in this lifetime, and this is who you're gonna be, and this is who you can be in this lifetime. It's up to you to figure it out, right? So boom, right? I'm experiencing all this trauma. I'm experiencing all this grief. Where is it going to get me? And then I realized that I've been placed in rooms where everybody I talk to, I give them some type of peace. I give them some type of healing. I give them some type of. I help them to see themselves from a higher perspective. I allow them to see that their dreams are attainable. And in the same instance, I'm living my dream, right? I'm just going out and doing shit. Never did I just showed up to a bunch of events. Never would I have known that I'd become an international A&R. I got folks out Canada that want me to do shows with them, bro. Like, blessed things, eh? Like, to the most high. But I would have never thought that showing up to one event would do that. I never would have thought that putting my foot out there um, and networking will have led to the opportunities that it's led to. Like I said, I'm touching arms with 5 and 6 figure earners on a daily. I found the key to wealth. I found the key to financial literacy and financial freedom. But no matter what it is you do, when it comes to entrepreneurship, you gotta be 100% you, and you can't be afraid to show up as you. You can't. You gotta fuck what anybody else say. Fuck how anybody else feel, bro. Run that shit up, bro. For real. So once again, if you are ready and you need help with this shit, if you just need mindset counseling, or even if it's just somebody to talk to, bro, schedule a 30-minute call with me. I got you. If you're in the DMV area and you need a retwist or a cut, get at me. Same link, 30-minute call. Let me know. I'll pull up on you. Um, what else? What else? What else? The healing bundle is now available. You can kind of see where I started and where I am now. And you can follow my journey on YouTube, bro. If you are in need of a financial, what's it called? A financial analysis or legal services, let me know. We offer free financial analysis. And depending on the services that you need, I got you. I have access to different law firms and a plethora of different lawyers and attorneys. Um, and if you're just looking to just be around more like-minded people, let me know and I can invite you into the groups that I'm in. You know, I can share the information that I know and I can pass on the opportunities that I've attained to you. So until next time, love like Ashe. Don't let nobody dim your light. You run this shit. You are the captain of your ship. You are the master of your fate. Yeah, the shit get hard. But keep going, man. Don't quit. Don't quit. And you never quit. Sometimes you do have to just sit down and get grounded in what it is God's telling you. Don't be like me and experience all these goddamn tired moments because I didn't do what God told me to do. Like I said, I felt like Jonah in this bitch, cuz. Oh, because I was told, hey, save the youth. I had no clue what the fuck that meant. Save the youth. What are you talking about? I get back to Maryland, babies is killing themselves left and right. I mean, it's bad in Nashville, but it ain't this bad. Like, I got back to the city, And I was just like, yo, what is going on? Like, it dead ass felt like Gotham City, fool. And it still does. But then I've been able to reach out to people like Mr. Tharp and how he's helping the youth in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? I'm around people who are making an impact in their community, bro. And it's, yeah, they hard headed, but they also feel like ain't nobody listening. You offer that free ear for them. You offer a judgment free space. You just gotta figure out what's going on in their minds. Half of them just really just need a fucking hug. Like, I didn't realize how young we truly do experience traumatic events and how much it really does change the way you think, bro. So all my youngins that if y'all really do just need somebody to talk to, I got group sessions of empathic listening. Y'all hit me up. We can book a group session. I'll bring y'all out some food. We can just talk about real shit. You know, if you just miss your homie, bro, I feel you, dog. I feel you. If you just need a hug, a space, free from judgment, you know, you want to smoke, you just want to chill, hit up me, bro. Like, I'm really looking for venues that allow, you know, 420 activity. Because I really do want to help these kids, bro. And they ain't no, granted, no, I'm not condoning youngins to smoke, but all of us are getting high to just survive, bro. And that's the truth. But if we can figure out a way to self-soothe without the weed, without the liquor, then that's what we need to do. But for now, if that is just the walking step, if that is just what we got to do to get to where we need to be, then that's what we got to do to get to where we need to be. Ain't no judgment over here, bro. I smoke all the time, bro. I went from facing woods every fucking day, bro, just to get through life. You know, for a time, you know, I go on my little tolerance breaks, but when I know I need to get grounded, okay, I spark another one up, give it to the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? And like I mean, shit, we going back, but shit, I'm Native American, bro. All we did was smoke fucking tobacco. Like, come on, man. We was living off the medicinal herbs of the planet before anything was, bro. So yeah, I roll one up in the wood, pass it on to the ancestors, bro. Um, but not everybody can handle, not everybody, you know what I'm saying, it is an addicting thing, but when you just using it for spiritual purposes, when you using it with intention, there we go, use it with intention. My homie used to do it to understand his homework. The only time he was smoking was to do his homework. But he understood things to a different level. He could see the problem in real time. He could, cause like engineering, a lot of it was like, you're looking at a lot of the questions and the way they were formed. You're processing real life applications, right? So if you're able to see this shit, if you're able to understand it and pull different pieces and how to integrate what it is you're solving into a real life application, then it becomes easier for you to solve the problem, bro. So shout out to him for that. I'm not against 420. You just gotta be careful and try not to get addicted to that shit. You know, if you're using it with intention, it might be a little easier for you to, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Some people will agree, some people won't. You know what I'm saying? You can keep scrolling with that. Like I said, this is a judgment-free zone. Don't come on here with all that judgment shit. You can go with all that. But yeah, this is for the youngins. This is for anybody that's, I keep saying youngins, but really everybody has benefited from this. Don't dim your light. Don't let self-limiting beliefs and doubts get in your head. And if they do, be like, yo, I've already accomplished this. I've already done this. I've already mastered it. We've already taken care of it. It's already done. Then do that shit. You're gonna be alright. So like I said this probably about 3 times. But until next time, love, light, Ashe.